I'm going to tell you exactly how to change your life in 1 year. The way you change your life in 1 year is by completely changing your mindset about how you think about changing your life. Because the truth is, it's much like people who say, well, I'm going to start working out in the new year. It's meaningless. This isn't the right way to go about it, because you're going to think like, well, I want to change my life in 1 year. I want to change my life in X amount of time. Blah, 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 blah. And you'll end up procrastinating, okay? Because this is what a lot of people do with working out in the new year. They're like, well, in 2023, in September, they're like, well, I want to start working out, but I'm going to make that my New Year's resolution. In 2024, I'll start working out. You know, they keep going, they keep going, they keep going. And 2024 comes, they start, and then it's like, oh, well, I'll do it next year, I guess. I'll wait. Not yet. And this comes from the same cloth. Cut out from the same cloth. This mindset, well, I want to change my life in 1 year. I'm going to change my life in 1 year. Blah, 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 blah. Things take time. And in fact, depending by what you mean to change your life in 1 year, I would say you could change your life right now. Right now. If you're a gamer, you play video games all day, you eat a bunch of junk food, guess what? You could change your life today by, I just knocked something over. You could change your life today by literally just saying, I'm going to quit video games. I'm going to stop eating a bunch of junk food. I'm going to change my life right now. You can change your life right now. A lot of people are going to be like, oh, well, I don't want to. You know, it's fun. I like the junk food. I like how it tastes. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, all right, well, you don't want to change your life. There you go. Don't be one of those dudes who keep putting arbitrary dates on everything. Like, I'm going to change my life by the end of this year. Blah, 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 blah. It's not the right way to go about it. Now, that's different. I'll iterate. That's different from saying, well, by the end of this year, I want to make X amount of money. Although that I don't like setting goals like that. I already talked about it in other videos, but it's different from setting yourself a deadline, right? Changing your life. What is changing your life? Answer that question. What is changing your life? Having a better mindset? Why are you looking to change your life in a year for your mindset? Can you change your mindset at this very moment? Now, if you say something like, well, having money, blah, 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 it's like, well, okay. Why a year? Can you make money faster? Isn't a year a very long time period? I want to start a business by the end of this year. It's January 8th right now. And you want to start a business by the end of the year? You can start a business in 24 hours. Everything about this mindset is wrong. And you know what? Most people have this type of mindset. That's why most people don't get anywhere. Funny to think about, isn't it? If you want to change your life in a year, you first have to actually get rid of this idea of changing your life in a year. Just change your life. Get rid of the year part. Change your life. Now. Okay? And when you start talking about money, when you start talking about actual results from actions, it's completely pointless, because when you say, well, by the end of this year, I want to make this amount of money, and you just leave it at that. Well, guess what? Getting money is a result from actions. You're just focusing on the result as opposed to the actual action. What you should be thinking is like, well, I'm going to change my life right now. I'm going to stop eating junk food. I'm going to start working out. I'm going to start a business, blah, 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 blah. You shouldn't just be thinking about the money. The money is the end result, not the money is the effect, not the cause. Focus on causes. You can start causes right now. You can start a business right after watching this video. You can start a business, quit video games, quit your junk food, start working out. Right after you're done watching this video, then you can actually start the causes that will bring this effect by the end of the year. I guarantee you, if you start a business, unless you're a complete moron, if you start a business, you can make money by the end of within 1 year, you can make money. Unless you're a complete moron. Right? Assuming you're actually learning and putting in real effort. Excuse me. That's how you need to treat this. Change your life in 1 year. That's not how you need to treat it. Don't be one of these dudes, because the truth is, the reason why these dudes, this average person that has this average mindset never gets anywhere is because it doesn't work. And that's why the average person goes nowhere. It's very simple. You have to think about it logically. If the average person's mindset worked, right, then the average person would be a success. But the average person is not a success. Therefore, you have to do something different. You have to think a little bit outside the box. I'm not saying do anything crazy, right? Because the truth is, people have already figured this out. People already figured out how to make money. People already figured out how to be successful. This, that, and the third. Whatever you want, like getting big in the gym. People have already done that before. People have already figured this stuff out for you. You just have to set out and see how they did it. Just think about the average gym goer. The average gym goer doesn't have a really good physique. But some people in the gym do have good physiques. You have to figure out what is the person with the good physique doing that the average person is not. And you'll find that there's something there. And this is the same thing about success in general. The average person thinks, how can I change my life in a year? The actual successful person just says, I'm going to change my life and actually start doing it. That's the difference right there. The sooner you understand that, the sooner you'll actually be successful. I can watch this video and still like, oh, well, that was cool. And then, go back on your video games. If that's what you're going to do, then go ahead. You just aren't cut out for it.